Telugu industry, be ready for Suhas also. There are no reviews for short films until now. So I want to start that. Reviewing a short film. I want to normalize it. So I really want to dissect how you direct. First part is, what is your age and what are you pursuing?
I'm right now in third year engineering. I'm 20 right now. I directed rom-com when I was 19. I have written the script and I directed.
Any short film doesn't have any trailer for it. So I have a surprise for you then.
What is sudden surprise?
I have edited a trailer for you.
రామ్ కొంచెం మాట్లాడాలి, ఇవాళ కలుద్దామా?
ఓకే.
గ్యాప్ ఎందుకు ఇచ్చాడు? కోపం బానే చూపిస్తావు, ప్రేమ చూపించావు గానీ.
అంటే నాకు ప్రేమ లేదంటావా?
నువ్వు పోయిపాటి శ్రీను సినిమాలో హీరో లాగా పవర్ఫుల్ అనుకున్నా.
నేను ఫస్ట్ టైం చూసినప్పుడు గౌతమ్ మీనన్ సినిమా హీరోయిన్ లా సాఫ్ట్ అనుకున్నాను.
ఎంత వర్ష,
ఎస్పెషల్లీ ఆ కార్తిక్ గడు యాదవ ఫ్రెండ్ కి తక్కువ బాయ్ ఫ్రెండ్ కి ఎక్కువ బిహేవ్ చేస్తాడు.
ఇప్పుడు బయటపడుతున్నావా?
దిస్ ఇస్ రామ్ అండ్ యు గోనా వాచ్ మై రామ్ కామ్. ఓకే రోలింగ్. మనలో అన్నమాట క్లోజ్అప్స్ కొద్దిగా తక్కువ పెడితే పెట్టనుకుంటా. అసలే ఫస్ట్ టైం యాక్టింగ్ కదా, ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ లేదని తేడా వస్తే ఆడియన్స్ ముందు ఎదవనైపోను.
Oh my god, thanks a lot. It's really good.
That one thing I noticed in any platform, in any industry, one doesn't get any respect for the short film. Normal audience, not in the film industry wise.
Sister, encourage new talent, please.
So let's break down how you did that, because I noticed this, there is so much maturity in writing. That conversation between two lovers, it's like I'm viewing into a mid part of big story. I can see the in depth of each and every character. So did you have any relationship before that?
Yeah, I had a relationship, but I can proudly say that it has got nothing to do with rom-com.
You got some inspiration from your conversation with your partner.
At some parts I really got.
And you also addressed that point in your film in the end.
ఒక డైరెక్టర్ ఎన్ని సినిమాలు అయినా తీయొచ్చు, కానీ అందులో ఒక్క సినిమా అయినా ఒక్క సీన్ అయినా వాడు రియల్ లైఫ్ నుంచి ఇన్స్పైర్ అయ్యే ఉంటాడు.
That also I respected. And one more thing I noticed, this frame, imagination background.
Yeah, true.
Was that intentional?
The thing is, it was intentional.
Continue.
Otherwise I wouldn't have shot in that place specifically.
Okay, let's address that. What was the budget?
It's completely zero budget.
Zero budget. Oh.
Yeah, absolutely zero. I can say that. It's made for my college club now, so we don't really have any budget.
And the actors? How did you cast them?
So the one who acted as a Ram is my senior. His name is Pranav. So it's everything from my college, the cast, the crew, everything, including me.
Okay, all your friends group itself.
Yeah.
I really had to appreciate that both leads, bro. Like they are so natural in that. Like ahinchar character lala.
True.
Okay, how one director will address that to actor? Like, okay, this is how you act. This is a frame. Explain that process also.
I don't know about others, but for me, like, it's like I acted and shot. I acted and I was like, yeah, this is how this dialogue is need to be said.
తక్కువని చూసి నువ్వు వేడుస్తాను, ఇది కంపల్సరీ లంగ్స్ కదా, అస్సలు అక్కడ మాత్రం ఉన్నాయి, ఇక్కడ మాత్రం కై మూడు వచ్చాయి, ఏడుస్తున్నావు అంత ఫీల్ ఇచ్చి తీసుకొని బ్రెండి, అదే సినిమాకి లాక్.
The modulation.
Both parts?
So specific to modulation. Yeah,
Both Harika roles.
male.
Oh, cool.
Both Harika and Ram, everything I can. The opening, you see the 3 stages of love, everything.
And also last dialogue that hit at me hard, bro. Like, it Telugu cinema bhaiya ante nikada telusu, that part. The one thing I want to also appreciate you, because I'm getting really bored of a new generation rom-com movies having that same backdrop, having that same conflict and resolution.
இப்போ வந்து ஹீரோயின் வந்து ஒரு கோடீஸ்வரடி கூத்துரு கட்டு பண்ணா ஒரு சாங் தலைவா.
And your short film gave me something spark in it. Like, okay, this is the first time I saw some fourth wall breaking in a rom-com genre.
Yeah.
Congrats for that too. And the main part is writing. And it is not also like that Trivikram Prasa. It's very slightly on the border. So how many people sat and wrote that script?
Only me. నేను ఇప్పుడే కదా, నేను స్కూల్ అప్పటి నుంచి రాసేవాడిని స్టోరీస్, బట్ మా కాలేజ్ లో నాకు అవి తీసే అవకాశం వచ్చింది.
ఒక 7 years 8 years ఆ టైంలో కూడా నేను తనకి ఏదో కథలు చెప్తా ఉండేవాడిని. అండ్ ఆ ఏజ్ లోనే సినిమాలంటే పిచ్చి.
I also wrote dialogues for another short film. I have assisted in writing in Clouds of August. I wrote some scenes in it that really gave some experience to me. I should thank Pranav for that.
Naming the title also is very catchy. It also serves that genre, and also title also rom-com. Like, how did you come up with that rom-com
Title? So yeah, I have a weird logic for that. I don't know whether you get convinced for that or not, but yeah. So thing ఏంటంటే ఇప్పుడు rom-com, right? First is that Ram, the guy, he overthinks stuff. He speaks everything, but that was his imagination. When his girlfriend directly comes to him, Harika, he doesn't speak much. All he says is that mind లో ఎన్ని మాటలు ఉన్నా మనసులో మాట మాత్రం ఇదే, I love you. So ఓవర్థింక్ చేస్తాడు. వాడు గర్ల్ ఫ్రెండ్ ముందు కామ్గా ఉంటాడు. సో రామ్ కామ్, అదొక జస్టిఫికేషన్. అనదర్ జస్టిఫికేషన్ ఇస్ దట్ బేసికలీ రొమాంటిక్ కామెడీని రామ్ కామ్ వి సే, రైట్? If you write rom com in Telugu alphabets, you can't write it as rom com. You should write it as rom com.
నిజమేనయ్యా పుల్లారావు.
Okay, this is interesting.
Yeah, see, ఇప్పుడు ఆరెంజ్ ఉంది. ఆరెంజ్ Orange Telugulo, if you write,
Orange.
you should write
RNG.
orange.
Ah.
Orange or orange and రాయలేవు. Because on
Yeah.
a word Telugulo, if you have to write it in Telugu, you have to write it as rom-com. So that's my justification. But
You have very in-depth knowledge of a relationship. How does it work and how do they converse with each other? And another thing that I should respect you, because what do I think that cliche one, this is all just an imagination thing. Idanta kala type. Like they'll spend so much time on establishing and then they'll just say that this is all imagination. That imagination works in your short film. If you remove that imagination part also, it doesn't change a lot. Divert the topic from that lovers conversation to the best friend conversation. So that shift
Yeah.
also I liked. So how did you come up with that part?
so the thing is, if you have observed, when they are talking, they talk about their best friends. The girl will talk about his best friend Varsha, and he talks about her best friend Karthik. It's like, see, everyone will have a best friend who knows everything about their relationship.
Mainly that opposite gender best friends that irritates a lot to.
This is Ravi Kadu. Ravi.
Opposite gender best friends. So basically, we take an opinion from them, how to impress, because that gender knows, right, how to see. Girl's ideology is some may match, boy ideology is something may match. So if Harika wants to talk to something, react with Karthik. Like he's also a guy, right? So he'll understand him better. So that's why Harika will ask, can I speak confidently and not? Just like the same the case with Ram also. So basically, they're not confident to each other, so they're just practicing it. I didn't even thought it has twist. I didn't think it has a twist. That's the thing.
Story impact on me is be confident, be comfort with your opposite gender's best friend, and you also addressed it possessions thing also. It is okay to have some possession and have some border,
It should be in limit, I guess.
and you also normalized having a male best friend or a female best friend and justifying that, like, okay, if I am fully aware of what does she want from me or
Exactly.
what does he want from she, if I'm fully aware of what are their intentions, it is okay to have friends. And
Because even if a third person enters in a relationship, I personally say that that's not a fault of a third person. It's the fault of a second person who.
it is also again the mainstream trope that villainizing the best friends of your lover.
This is Ravi.
And you break that law. Okay, don't villainize them. Have some empathy on them also, and know your best friends. Is this intentional to convey this message?
While I was writing only, it came. I didn't have any intention to give a message. I also don't have personally such a good opinion on boy besties. So yeah.
We know what are the intentions.
Ravi.
It came very naturally, and you description of that story also is very on point. That rom-com conversational comedy. You gave some more importance for the conversation part.
Yeah. As a writer director, this is my first rom-com.
Okay.
short.
Are you working on any other films also? Like,
Yeah. Recently, after rom-com, I have written another script called Hi, I'm Hygriva.
Oh.
That was directed by our another senior, Hemal. That script also got released in last December, and it really gained a good response.
I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, you should watch it, and that's also a conversational. Yeah.
Is conversation
But in
your
that-
strength? Can I say?
Yeah, I guess so. But not that I completely rely on that, but also I think about equally about the character. In Haiku, I try to reduce the comedy, and I try to focus on emotion. Yeah, you watch and you let me know about that also.
You focused on drama part.
Yeah, I focused on drama.
Telugu industry, be ready for Suhas also.
బాగా వినిపించే పేరు అవుతుంది పెద్ద స్టార్ అవుతాం
He you have that skill, bro, to write some unique.
But one doubt is that always haunts me is that I'm making audience sit for 20 minutes with my conversations. But if we talk about feature film, I don't really know that whether I can make them sit for 2.5 hours.
Don't think for that, na. You break down it. You keep that part as a 2 minutes or 2 hours.
Exactly.
Break down each part. Have some 2 minutes of short film in that. And my suggestion, don't go for mainstream, bro. Like you will get diluted, you will get polluted by thoughts. And I hope that short film also will take some main part in the film industry. I want some short film also to play in theaters and keep that ticket price very low, like 10-15 rupees also it's cool, but increase some respect towards short film. And connecting with that role also, connecting with the main lead. After seeing that short film, rom-com, I'm instantly connecting with that Ram character. Like, okay, you doesn't need to show me so much backstory of him. Like, this is how he met Harika, and you don't question it. It is very convincing. Like, okay, we are watching some part of the film. So, kudos to Write also. And what are the departments working to make a short film?
So first we start with crew. I mean, with the cameraman. After the script gets finalized, we are after completing the final draft, we have first find the cameraman, locations. Assistant directors. Assistant means not money, but the one who just helps in the set.
Passionate. Okay, I know. Like, as your budget is very budget friendly. Okay.
budget friendly.
Cameraman, crew, cameraman, assistant actors.
Assistant actors who help in the set, exactly, and also editing.
Editing, yeah, that's main. Okay.
According to the pre-production means, first we have to finalize the crew, and the next thing we have to do is the actors who will make on time.
Okay, you also have the deadline. So what was the duration of making this short film?
Okay, how many days you think I shot Ram?
Mostly 2 days max to max, I think.
2.5.
Nice.
And also the place we shot, the place you saw, the Ramkam, where they said, it's not even a canteen. It's like the mess where all the college students eat. So it's very hard for us to not anybody come into the frame while I was shooting.
నువ్వు ఆగరా ఎన్నిసార్లు వస్తారా మళ్ళీ వస్తున్నావు
Oh, okay. That was the reason you didn't choose that sync sound.
Exactly.
I really want to ask this question. Like the story, editing, all the characters, all were on point, but the sounding it mismatched a little bit. Like lip sync and lip movement and the sound was something delay or some. It is justified now. Camera work, and you rented a camera or?
Our university have a camera.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like okay,
Actually, we have
name your university, bro. Like any passionate filmmakers, you can use this tools in this university. Okay, name this university.
On the cost of losing your grades, I guess.
No problem.
It's Mahindra University. It's Mahindra University.
So if you have that film pitchy, go for this university. Like it's very supportive. Like you get some cast, crews, assistants, editors, all for free. You have that environment also, so you can experiment a lot. When I clicked that thumbnail and when I started to watch now, first I was disappointed because of that lag you gave. You bought some time. Okay, fuck off everything. I just want to enjoy myself while editing. Like okay, I'll use this much of time. Bar Christmas ringtone. You will get some disclaimers, all that. Silent your mobiles, and also connecting with your conversation thing also. Like you can't silent your girlfriend, so silent your mobiles first. That's also unique thing. And don't hang around in the campus. Is injurious to health.
I wrote all those just to connect to my university students. It's only relatable to our college mates.
Mass audience, like mass campus thing.
Every campus has their own set of some things going on, right?
So you really got that mass pulse.
దే వాంట్ ఇట్ ఐ నో ది పబ్లిక్ పల్స్
And at the last, you also addressed about that lag. Okay, enough of this lag. Like start with the story. After I watched this movie, one dialogue, like you addressed about DOP thing. So naming the DOP thing in a dialogue in a short film, and it's also your first thing. Okay, he's some genuine thing. He has some knowledge about making this. So I'm invested in it also. Like talk about this also. Naming that DOP thing in a dialogue.
అదేంటంటే see, but Ram, at the last what you saw, Ram is the director. As I am an aspiring person, I know the terms related to film that I learned by the Empress. So exactly Ram, the director in the film.
You also gave that small details also, like he's also passionate about directing, naming the directors while conversing. Arik also addressing like beauty film bhasha. Like
That thing happened to me many times because I also speak in film language. You know how these people are now. The one who doesn't know much about films, they'll get irritated and they were like, why you talk always in a movie reference? They'll think.
Are you planning for part 2? Like Ram.com?
I have an idea, but
No, don't go. Because just before this, I just released one content for not making part 2s. Just because that first thing worked. It is my opinion. Just
true. I completely agree with you. I'm also against the sequel trend on this.
Just because you like that character, don't just prolong with that, making it as a universe.
Cashing on a first film success, I don't think it's a very good idea because many sequels failed in the past. The one who doesn't have a proper story.
So any ending statements that you want to give message or not message? Don't be like Babu. And also I want to address one thing, that PA of that he mentions, he gives some respect by saying sir, but that hero wants that Babu thing. Babu term.
Yeah.
So what's that? I really don't know. Like, how is this Babu thing more greater than sir?
I don't know how many people know this, but in Telugu film, the heroes are called Babu, not sir.
Yeah.
Everyone will be called add Babu to their name.
Kalyan Babu,
It's
Ram
like,
Babu.
Even the managers in the film shooting, they'll call heroes as Babu, not sir.
What is this culture in Tollywood? Like, how did it become that stature thing? Because Babu is very common thing, like to address your children or your ward. Hey Babu Lera.
I don't know whether I have a time. If you have a time, but I have really a long theory for this.
Take this into the next part, like if you want to, like discussing about heroes and egos and decisions that they took. Any ending scrolls that you want to?
Thank you for patiently watching the film and reviewing it. And I would like to recommend to others. I just want many people to see my short film. That every short film director wishes.
Any content creator wishes for that. Okay, I want larger audience. I want to show my thing.
Because how many people watch it, we get that many new views, new perspectives.
Encouragements,
That we-
yeah. And one thing, please acknowledge, like if you like or if you don't like also the content you watch, please acknowledge, like okay, this thing, these points you do, I didn't like or didn't connect with it. So it will give us also some perspective, some knowledge, what the audience want from us. So we'll also gain some knowledge. Share knowledge, bro. Share acknowledgement. Normalize acknowledgement. Like every content you like and dislike. There is an option in the YouTube dislike. So please also use that thing. Don't just scroll away. Like don't just minimize and go for next content. If you dislike the content, dislike it. And if you like, comment also. Like what part did you like? It will give some.
What did you like? Yeah.
We can end this, I guess.